Okay, are the works that I do they have to benefit God or God's kingdom on earth in order to be a work of faith? Do they have to benefit that directly? Or can it be something that is like I don't know, like I gave a kid all my old Legos or something.
Sure, that's awesome.
Like that has nothing to do with Jesus or God or benefit him at all.
Okay, but all right, so yeah, I think that's kind of that part where it's like we were talking about earlier, like where we have to like disconnect a little bit between loving God and loving others, you know?
Okay.
And that to love God, it seems like it has to be directly spiritual or connected to something spiritual.
Okay.
But
I didn't realize that this question was that answer.
But if I love others, then I'm also going to love God. Right,
so it's benefiting God.
Yeah,
does that benefit God?
I don't know if it's benefiting God, but it's something that He looks at and it's like, oh, that's awesome.
Okay,
like toward you, like you know, because like I know, like my kids, like they've received things, you know, from older kids, right? They like whether it was here's some Legos or here's some man. This was really cool. My youngest son had just gotten into collecting baseball cards.
Okay.
And we were at this card store in our community, and we were just there. We were, you know, my youngest son was like opening up cards, and this guy was there, and he was like, just looked over at me and was like, "Hey, would your son like just, you know, a bunch of, you know, just extra baseball cards?" And I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "Well, I have all these cards. I'd love just to give your son." And never met this guy, don't know this guy.
What's wrong with him?
And, you know,
what'd you coat him with?
And so he was like, "Well, you know, come by my house sometime, and I'll just give you all this, you know, these cards and stuff." And I know, you're like, no.
Mm-mm.
But anyway, anyway. So the card owner,
don't worry, sir. You don't have to come. Your son can just come over and grab them.
Right, and that would never happen. But anyway. So I ended up going over to this guy, and he gave my youngest son, I mean, like 1,000+ baseball cards. Like it was insane, just because he wanted to. Like he was just had all of these extra cards. He was like really big into collecting like the big cards, the expensive cards, that kind of stuff.
They make bigger cards?
Well, like the more expensive cards, valuable cards,
okay.
Right? Not like bigger in size, but
that's a poster.
That's not a baseball card at all. But anyway, and so we got all of these like cards, and my son was like ecstatic, and he still talks about how awesome that was, that someone would do that, and it actually caused him to say, "Oh, well, I want to give something to somebody else," and so like, because he was so blessed by it. Anyway, and so anyway, yes.
like the drive-through.
Yeah, like
I hate when people do that. Just
why?
I'm stupid.
I'm here to pay for myself. Man. Right? Like, yeah.
No, I don't want to pay. No, I
don't want to pay for the order.
I just get out of line and don't do it.
Right.
Just like, I don't even want my food anymore.
I'm a single person. Yeah. I don't want to pay for the minivan behind me.
Don't give me my food anymore. I'm out.
I get it. No, I get it.
I'm going to the next town.
Right. They're not so nice. Yeah. All right. But so I think so I do think things like that can be just absolutely awesome, and a way to bless someone else, and that can be, you know, something that the Lord looks at, smiles on, and is pleased with. And so,
wasn't there a movie about this? About that
the whole pay it forward thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that was the worst era of time to be a Christian. That was the worst time in history to be a Christian.
You know where I saw that movie?
Where?
For the first time I ever saw that movie?
At a soup kitchen?
No. I was serving. I mentioned this before. I was serving as a chaplain at Metro State Prison in Atlanta, and they
played that to prisoners.
Yes, and so that was the first time
10 people hung themselves that night in their cells. And it wasn't Hillary Clinton.
No. And yeah, so that was the first time I watched that movie. Was there in a
prison.
In a prison.
And everyone was looking at you like, what the fuck is this? You couldn't just bring Die Hard or something? You dick.
Yeah, no. That's what the chaplain of the prison chose.
And then
to
the
play.
next day, everyone at the food line was handing their trays back to each other. You can have mine. Oh, you can have... stupid. I never saw that movie.
Yeah. But you're just going to rip it apart.
Yeah.
No, it was actually a pretty good movie. It's inspiring.
Whatever.
It's inspiring, my man.